of Monique and her time as she's given back to the community in many different ways in our region. But the one thing I wanted to say that came to mind today when I heard a quote from Winston Churchill, and I immediately thought of you. I did, and I mean this sincerely, and I mean this passionately as well. That you may look around the room tonight, and there's some people missing that should be here. And you know what? In your political life, and I think all politicians, the people that put their hat in the ring, that stand for us and work for us and make a better community for us, should be acknowledged. And in that process, things happen. And here's what Winston Churchill said. You have enemies. Good. That means you stood for something sometime in your life. Monique Smith, thank you for standing for us. For the presentation, I have a letter from His Worship, Al MacDonald. Dear Monique, it is wonderful news to hear that the Rotary Club is honoring you with the Paul Harris Fellow Award. I really enjoyed working with you over the years. During the last 8 months of your term, I believe I spoke more with you than my family. Your tireless dedication to help others was inspiring. The important work was always done without fanfare, without media releases, and done because it was the right thing to do. This is the side that the public very seldom gets to see. On the fun side, we raised flags together, addressed thousands of citizens, danced in powwows, waved to crowds from floats, cut cakes, took turns covering for one another, shared advice, ran and walked in charity days, cut ribbons to open stores and businesses, just to name a few. And as you know, that was just any typical Saturday morning, with even more events scheduled in the afternoon and on Sundays. The most memorable was one cold spring morning at the shores of Lake Nipissing, with cold wind in our faces. Our hands and feet are frozen. We dedicated a rock together. That was important stuff. Sure it was. The reason I bring these events to mind is to show how close to the everyday person you were. And are, I'll throw in there. You gave up weekends and evenings to be with people. To me, that speaks volumes to the person you are. The role of an elected official, I believe, is one of the most unselfish acts of service to community and country. You have served for us for the past 8 years with distinction and honor. Your leadership and willingness to put in far more hours than can be reasonably requested is a tribute to your caring nature. I join with others to say congratulations and thank you sincerely, Al MacDonald, Mayor of the City of North Bay.